Hope everyone's doing well. My name is EQ and welcome to Stonkaholics, also known as the No Bullshit Crypto channel. And today we're going to be going over a really interesting altcoin on one of the hottest ecosystems, talking about ADAX or Cardano chain on the Cardano network. Now this little monster has been impatiently waiting for smart contracts to be released, which is just around the corner as Cardano continues to test and get ready for the final launch. Now keep in mind this project is still speculative because it is completely based on the smart contracts that are not released. However, I do believe that this project does have an immense amount of upside potential, especially considering what it will be doing for Cardano and the Cardano ecosystem. One thing I do want to highlight about ADAX before we get into this is that it's a decentralized exchange. Now in every ecosystem, these tend to be projects that explode anyways. If you're looking at a PancakeSwap, Sushi, Uniswap, 1inch, all the big boys. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when looking into AVAX, but also keep in mind of the risk and that this isn't financial advice. But before we get into the video, if you could throw a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, come join our Discord group, all of that would be greatly appreciated. Roll the intro. So ADAX is currently sitting at $1.60. We're looking at an $83 million market cap. So this is still really early, really low market cap. We're still not at 100 million. That means that we can 10 times and hit 1 billion. We can 100 times and hit 10 billion. And that's not going to be too far-fetched of an idea considering that we're looking at hitting a $4 to $5 trillion market cap for total market cap before the bull run is over. Now we're looking at a circulating supply of 52.4 million and a total supply of 100 million, so it's finite, it's deflationary. ADAX is an automated liquidity protocol that facilitates trades within the Cardano ecosystem. It's completely decentralized and non-custodial. It has no order book, no intermediaries. It allows users to trade. It offers users the freedom to trade without censorship or loss of control over their assets. And users are going to be able to maintain full control of their tokens and are not required to give up their private keys so that their orders can be logged as they are on a decentralized exchange. Now this is going to be one of the first that's going to be released on Cardano. So state-of-the-art decentralized exchange protocol. You can see that they have their white paper front and center. That's good to see. They also have their team readily available. That's also great to see. Transparency. And a little bit what we went over, the automated liquidity protocol. The main issue that's being solved is that this is going to be a Cardano and ERC20 converter. So you're going to be able to take your ERC20 tokens from Ethereum and convert them to Cardano so that you can get onto the exchange and get into the swaps and liquidity pools and so on and so forth within the Cardano ecosystem. And this is also two-way compatible, so you'll be able to take your Cardano and convert it into the Ethereum to move back to the Ethereum chain. And in the process, you're going to be burning Cardano, aka bringing the price back up. The reason why they chose Cardano is because, like many of us think, it is possibly going to become the new crypto standard setter. Everyone is recognizing the network's potential to challenge the embedded status. It's also a decentralized asset exchange. It works within DeFi, which is going to explode. All the DeFis within the different major ecosystems all do really well. So ADAX is very similar to Radium, which is going to be similar to PancakeSwap, which is going to be similar to SushiSwap. So there's a lot of potential with this project. Now, as ERC20 starts to get more expensive, more people might move to Cardano, and having this bridge is going to become easier. Cardano is cheaper and faster to trade on. And adding the bridge is technically adding a layer 2 solution, so that is a great look. That's what we want. That's what projects like Matic are doing. So although they are going to be a direct competitor of Ethereum, they have ways to complement the Ethereum blockchain. There's a quick look at the ADAX ecosystem. You can see that we are still in phase 1, which is the public IO, the brand awareness, and the standby for smart contracts, because that's a major part of all of this. So we are still in the speculative stage, but that also means that we are super early on this project, phase 1 early. So that's why you haven't heard about it. And we're going to hear about it very soon. So if you want to get into this at the very bottom, this would be around that time before the smart contracts actually blow up. Now here's a quick look at their team. They're pretty transparent. You can go through and look at their LinkedIns if you want to click and see what they've been doing. I do want to highlight their white paper just for a second. If you want to go through it, please feel free. It's really easy to read if you couldn't tell from these images. But this is relatively what it's going to look like on their page, just looking like any other swap, DEX, or liquidity pool system. It looks really clean. I like it a lot. I like the dark screen setups. They have a full breakdown of the tokenomics, where the 100 million tokens are going. You can see public distribution is making up 40%, which is good. and we have a nice 15% chunk for staking. Now keep in mind that there is 35% that was going to team and private treasury sales. Luckily, that is still a smaller percentage than what's going public, and I'm sure they wanted to do that on purpose. These guys are smart. And like we said before, we're still really early in this process. We gotta wait for the smart contracts to come out, then we're getting liquidity, then we're getting the swapping, and then we're gonna be getting the integrations with the ERC20 bridge, and rolling around 2022 with the white label solution launch. So, reminder, this is very risky. Don't put in your whole portfolio, but I might put in a little percentage, from 1 to 5% of my portfolio into this, and just let it moonbag. AKA, take my initial investment out when it gets high enough and let the rest ride and see what happens, because you don't know what these projects can look like 10 years down the road. Now, this is so new that it's not on TradingView or anything yet, so we're going to have to look at this through X Markets. This is one of the few places that you can actually get ADAX right now. Another reason why I'm waiting out to buy it until their DEX becomes available or something like that, or I can get it somewhere else through Cardano, but I don't want to get it through here. So that's what I'm patiently waiting for. Now, looking at this chart, we've had exponential growth. We have been trending down. We've had 3 tops. 2 of them are a double top, and they're lower than this high. And it looks like more of a flag and an ascending triangle. We also have the bottom here that connects with the ascending triangle. So we're going to continue to see what happens. This might continue to break out in a continuation pattern. But depending on what the market wants to do, if you want to learn more about that, come join our Discord group. But there is a chance that we might go down. So to keep that in mind, we could see this price potentially push down to $1. You can get a nice little steal, save you some money, and save yourself from losses. So keep that in mind when you're looking at ADAX. It might not pop today, but it's something to look forward to when the smart contracts are actually released and Cardano gains all of its steam. And that's going to about wrap up this video. If you guys didn't get a chance to before, please throw a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, come join our Discord group. We would love to have you join our family, and we'll catch you on the next video.